From God of War to Astro's Playroom, these are the platinum trophies that every trophy hunter needs to have. With Bloodborne kickstarting our list, this heart-pumping and soul-crushing Souls-like is the pinnacle of the genre. With the platinum rarity of 21% and a whopping 215,000 achievers, Bloodborne is certainly a platinum that will boost any profile. Since Elden Ring is another FromSoft masterpiece that could easily take this spot, I have to give it to Bloodborne for its rich lore, crazy fun boss fights, and gripping pacing. From the old ward right through to the chalice done, okay, yeah, maybe not those, but the rest of the game, yeah, it's top notch. Now the trophies are nothing new from a FromSoft game, and the platinum will take anywhere between about 30 to 50 hours to complete. There is always the fantastic Old Hunters DLC on top, and that'll take trophy hunters an additional 10 to maybe 15 hours to complete, pending if this little cutie right here doesn't humble you in the process. I love this game so much that to date, I have platinumed it 3 times, with a future 4th coming on a Project Platinum challenge. Trophy hunters looking to bolster their collection surely cannot go astray with Bloodborne, and the same can certainly be said for The Witcher 3. Another game that took the world by storm, The Witcher 3 was released in 2015 to mass acclaim, and the Platinum Trophy demands commitment and a slight addiction to the ever-great game Gwent. The conclusion to Geralt's trilogy of games, The Witcher has been platinumed by more than 77,000 trophy hunters, and it's easy to see why. With a truly gripping story, lovable characters, and Gwent, and 53 trophies, this is one you simply cannot miss. Like Bloodborne, this is a platinum that will challenge trophy hunters, requiring a playthrough on the hardest difficulty. However, besides the very first fight in the game, this is honestly not that bad with some preparation. Especially delving into things like the potion system can definitely give you a fantastic advantage. And if the platinum is simply not enough, The Witcher 3 hosts 2 additional expansions that are some of the best in gaming. My personal favourite is of course Hearts of Stone with its fantastic story. Another future Project Platinum, this platinum trophy is a must. But if Eldritch Horror and Sword and Boards are not your thing, consider platinuming Astro's Playroom. An adorable and upbeat platformer, Astro's Playroom comes pre-installed with every single PS5 console. With countless throwbacks to PlayStation's history, this 4 to maybe 5 hour platinum journey is well worth the plunge. 43 trophies are just waiting to be popped here, and I guarantee you will love every single minute of this one. Astro's Playroom is a must-earn, and with the sequel coming out just around the corner, the time is perfect for this platinum. So what are you waiting for? Join the 236,000 other hunters in popping this hallmark in PS5 Platinums. Oh, and hey, speaking of PS5 masterpieces, let's talk about Ratchet & Clank: Rift Apart. This game is simply gorgeous, and just happens to be a simple platinum to boot. With a runtime of roughly 10 hours to platinum, this game is simply fun, which the 130,000 platinum achievers can certainly back up. There are 47 trophies to be earned here, and this is a rare game where you do not really need to follow a guide at all, or have wiki pages open. Simply sit down, relax, run through the story, do some side content, and this platinum will definitely be yours. And hey, if you're enjoying the list so far, and if you have any of these platinums, please do hit the subscribe button. You'll officially be my favorite person ever. Here's a platinum as thanks. Back to the rankings. If cute and colourful is not your thing and you're looking for fast and ferocious, then look no further than Doom 2016. Ripping and tearing into our 5th spot, Doom and its sequel Doom Eternal are fantastic additions to any trophy hunter's collection. With tight, fast and responsive gameplay, awesome enemy designs and satisfying gunfights, these platinums are no cakewalk either. Doom 2016 is ultimately my preferred entry of the two, as the ammo resource management of Eternal, it just never really stuck with me personally. Doom 2016 features 34 trophies for the platinum. However, completionists will be chasing several more hours of multiplayer grind and an additional 21 trophies for completion. With a difficulty rating of 3 out of 10 and 25-hour platinum rating, this one is a must for players looking for an action-packed plat. I will offer one quick disclaimer here, however, as 2016 single-player trophies, from my experience, can at times be a little buggy to pop. Definitely use cloud saves when going for this one. And speaking of ripping and tearing, let's do more of that in a different part of space and with a different game starting with the letter D, in Dead Space Remake. One of my personal favourite remakes in recent memory, this horrific dive into what happens when you touch a creepy space rock is a masterpiece. Trophy hunters brave enough to face the horrors within the US Ishimura will be tasked with popping 48 trophies on their path to the platinum. 2 playthroughs are needed here as well, as some of the collectibles are tied to a New Game Plus run, but with the weapon variety and one of the best atmospheres of a horror game, I cannot recommend this love child of Alien and The Thing anymore. Platinum Dead Space, I dare you. But for our next entry, let's roll back the clock to 2009 and an early platinum in PlayStation's history with Assassin's Creed 2. Between the PS3 original release and the PlayStation 4 port of the game, Assassin's Creed 2's Platinum Trophy has amassed a stunning 240,000 Platinum Achievers. The game still holds up as well, and is still one of the strongest entries in the Assassin's Creed series. Maybe I should rank the Platinums in the series for a video. Would you like to see that? Let me know. Assassin's Creed 2 follows Ezio Auditore as he transitions from a young, brash teenager to one of the greatest assassins of the franchise. And the list reflects this as well, with 51 trophies to tango with, most of which revolve around acts of the story, some combat ones are scattered in there as well, and of course, the damn Feathers collectible trophy that has been haunting hunters for over a decade now. I still remember printing out a map for this one. And if you thought Assassin's Creed 2 had a great story and trophy list to boot, boy, you're gonna love our final 3 entries for this list. God of War 2018 takes up this spot. Now, whilst I personally adore God of War 3, I ultimately have to give this spot to the reboot of the series. This game shed its proven formula of the early titles and adopted the over-the-shoulder, weighty approach to gameplay that is now a staple of Sony exclusives. But the story is still one that is absolutely fantastic. With 37 trophies, this platinum is a relatively straightforward run. Simply beat the story and collect all of the collectibles will net you 95% of the trophies, I would say. You'll need to dust off your gamer skills, however, to defeat the Valkyrie Queen, and she is a legitimate challenge, but an absolute blast to fight simultaneously. Kratos in this game is perfect, and once done the platinum here, I do recommend you dive straight into Ragnarok, an equally solid title in the God of War series. Now, for years Assassin's Creed was my favourite series in gaming. However, in recent times, that title has definitely been passed to its competitor, Resident Evil. So it is only fitting that one of the many amazing games gets a spot on this list. Let me tell you, picking one of these was difficult. Do I go for the tough but rewarding Resident Evil 1? The refreshing Resident Evil 7? How about the brilliance of the Resident Evil 4 remake? Today's entry, and a platinum I would recommend to literally everyone, is Resident Evil 2. The first of recent remakes, 2 is a game I could replay over and over and over again. I love it. The trophy list here offers probably the greatest challenge of any game on this list in its multiple runs for the platinum. However, the game also offers plenty of accessibility and rewards towards tackling these runs and their challenges. Do you want to run the speedruns with an infinite rocket launcher? How about do the steps trophy only using the knife? I don't know why you'd want to, but go for it. And hot damn, is the Raccoon City Police Department a cool environment to navigate. It balances the imposing and threatening environment with a playground of fun so perfectly. The DLC trophies are a little bit more complex, with these mostly being challenge based and the trophy Hell of a Sheriff being the absolute big hurdle towards 100%. The wave based thing here is difficult. I could talk about Resident Evil all day, and maybe I will, in many Project Platinum videos. Stay tuned for those. With Halloween just around the corner, you owe it to yourself. Platinum Resident Evil 2, just do it. And of course, swinging into the final spot on our list of games, every trophy hunter must platinum, we have Spider-Man. It had to be here. It's one of the most platinum games in the trophy hunting community, and if you don't have this one, you are missing out. With over 450,000 platinum achievers, that's insane. This game is simply a must-have. The story is fantastic. I'm not really a superhero guy myself. I do like Wolverine and X-Men and a bit of Deadpool, I guess. Maybe some Guardians of the Galaxy, but the rest of it's never really gripped me. However, in saying that, I love Spider-Man. It was great. The combat is seamless and crunchy, and I'd say that's a feat that these games have somewhat been missing since the Arkham games, and the trophies here are just fun. Besides the random crimes trophy, that one sucks, the platinum here is a relaxing one. Simply beat the game, find the collectibles, and do a few random activities. This one will be yours. Now for completionists, things get a little bit more complex, with 3 story DLCs and a New Game Plus DLC. However, these can all be wrapped up in about an extra week of casual gaming. That's it for today's list of platinums that every trophy hunter must have. Let me know how many of these titles you've completed and what games you would add to this list. Good luck on your next platinum trophy. I will see you in the next video.